time for the bell. How many options will you sell? Fire up your platform, get ready to enter. But first, let's get the mindset centered. Hey, hey, let's go. We're not here to gamble, we're here to trade. We follow the plan, that's how we get paid. Testing, trading, have success. Find what works for you and forget the rest. Stats and probabilities is what we're about. Time to dismiss greed and doubt. Focus on the process, not the money. And the profits will flow like honey. Power Hour Live, let's start the show. Come on, trade hackers, get ready to go. 0-day options, time to make bank. Get locked and loaded, then be ready to plank. Hey!
Hey everyone, welcome to Power Hour Live, Wacky Wednesday, April 2nd. S&P currently up 18, NASDAQ up 74. Russell is still up over a full percent, up 23 points. Dow's up 133. Gold and silver are both up. Notes and bonds both red. 10-year yield up 1%. Oil up almost 1%. Natty gas up over 2%. All the grains finished a little bit red. Euro and the pound are both up over 0.5%. Bitcoin is up 2%. Well off of its highs, though, as well. VIX still green on the day, still holding on to some premium for the announcement after the bell. Well, I guess it wouldn't be after the bell for after the bell today, but it is still green. 21.85 is where the VIX currently sits. So let's see. I did a 1 DTE that I just closed out about 10 minutes ago I didn't get stopped, but when we started, we came down, and then when we started to bounce, I went ahead and cut out of that. So minus 1400-ish on that one. Got stopped on one price action iron Condor. So that was, let me check, after I sold my longs, that was minus 1115. I did that Crane trade this morning, and I apologize for that. I was live streaming. I wasn't going to post it in the trade channel because it wasn't really a trade that just kind of a core trade. So but I ended up posting there, and then I left my computer. Anyway, long story short, I got out on this pullback. It was getting pretty red. I got out on this pullback when SPX pulled back to unchanged, got out for 50-cent profit. So 3 lots made $150. Terrible management though. I mean, I was down several thousand. What else? Oh, made a couple thousand day trading, caught a move in Tesla and what was the other one? Amazon. Yeah, Tesla and Amazon. I think that is it for me today. Just kind of, I'm not in anything right now. I've got my my 1 DTE from yesterday, which I transformed into an upside vertical, which was above the max profit area of 56.70, but pretty healthy pullback here. So I need a close above 56.70 for that one to hit max profit. We're currently at under 56.50 now. We were above 56.90. I was looking good at that point. But that's it for me today. Chad, how's your day?
Yeah, I just did one price action TLC. Got in at 9:38. And if I would have waited 2 more minutes, I probably wouldn't have placed the trade. I kind of mentioned in my channel that with the price action, it was a red bar that I entered on. Looked like price was coming down a little bit, and then when that bar finished, it finished actually green, but survived the up move, and then it came back down on that. See those one drop at 10.50, and I looked over and I saw it was about 10 cents away from hitting my profit target. So I was like, cool. I survived that up move. It was back to pretty much centered. And then it started going back up and never looked back and ended up stopping me out. My longs were got up to $2. I left them on. They're still on. Obviously that looks like a pretty good mistake, but you know, you never know. I told myself, okay, my longs are at $2. If I take them off, it's about a $1,500 loss. If they go back to if they expire worthless, it's about a $3,500 loss. So I'm okay with a $3,500 loss. I mean, that's about a max loss for me, right around there. So I held them and never got really any more up moves. So um, yeah, is what it is. So and not
SPX has come
opposed to
up and
taking another trade, but it's not liking this current bar here.
SPX has made a couple of bounces right off of the unchanged level. One at 10.15, one at 10.50, one at 1:30. Now we're coming back down to retest it again.
Yeah, I went outside and fertilized my lawn. Wasn't even watching it for a while. Was kind of hoping to see like the last hour or so we get some just muted price movement as it just sits and waits, but it's a pretty decent bar happening right now.
Even through that huge down movement, Tesla's still just been consolidating really above yesterday's high. Hasn't broken out again yet. Apparently, Elon is going to be withdrawing from the Doge team in the next coming weeks, supposedly.
15-point move
QQQs,
here.
NASDAQ coming back down to red, almost red.
Yeah.
Goog is
Just
red. MSTR was on quite a run. It's back in the red. Meta's red. Microsoft red. Nvidia's red. Amazon's still green. Tesla's still green. SPX bouncing off of unchanged again. My question is, I don't understand what the big anticipation is for today. I mean, he's doing reciprocal tariffs, right? Which he's been saying for weeks. What is there? Am I missing something here?
yeah,
What are
good
we?
question.
What like? What's the big?
It's been kind of amazing to me the markets had these swings when he mentions tariffs. Like I don't get it. Like there's nothing really earth shattering about doing reciprocal tariffs. It's something that should have happened a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, if it's reciprocal, we kind of know what that should be priced in. I guess I don't. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know what the big anticipation is. But we shall see. I'll be
Yeah.
tuning in with my popcorn.
Glad when it's over. So we can maybe get back to some normal trading.
In other news, Royals are tied 1-1 in the seventh. I know you guys care about that. Let's see, other individual stocks. IONQ, the quantum computing company, is up almost 8%. Tesla's still up almost 5. Goldman is up over 2%, a little off of its highs. Some of the big techs are just a third or a 0.5%, or I guess Meta's down almost 1%. SMCI is down almost 1%. DJT down 6.5%. At its lowest point since when was that? Back in October of last year. Oh, earnings after the bell today? With a question mark. I wonder if they just put that on as for tariff news or something. It is the start of the quarter, so earnings season is almost upon us. Banks will start first. Bank of America is on 4:15. Goldman on 4:14. JP Morgan is 4:11. And then within the next week or two after that, we'll get into the big tech boys. So we got the Trump speech after the bell today. Tomorrow we've got unemployment claims pre-market, ISM services 30 minutes after the market opens, a couple of Fed speakers. Friday, some more employment data and Jay Powell speaking. I got nothing, Kelvin. I've got my 1 DTE transformed from yesterday. That's it. So if anyone has anything they want to chat about, let's do it.
Yeah, I was fully prepared to maybe place a power hour trade, but till that big red bar happened 5 minutes ago.
I was fully okay with not trading anymore the rest of today. 1, 2, 3, 4 bounces off of unchanged. That was a big bounce. Took that big red bar back.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, I thought we might just see some chop just the last hour.
Yeah, that's what I thought yesterday too. Right here. And then we went up 60 points or whatever that was. 40 points. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt if we'd sit here and chop between unchanged and yesterday's high. Still got some premium.
Yeah, that's why I was
40 wide.
interested in maybe placing a trade, but
Yeah, I could possibly do that.
you can't be having 15-point moves back to back.
Moel's interested in a bull vertical. Or, oh, that was a question. No bull vertical for me. Tops one, two, three. For me, it's just, I've tried it a little bit. I've tested some different things. I spent a good amount of time doing some back testing stuff. It's just personally, it's just not for me. Multi-tranche, Krish. No, I just did the one. But yeah, Tim seems to be doing good with it. Tesla still chopping above yesterday's high. I do tops one, two, three. I like the concept of the multi-tranching. I think for me, if I did it, I think it would be more based on just kind of watching price action leading up to, if you're going to do it the last hour or 2 hours or whatever. And, obviously using some back tests as a guide would be the way that I would do it. But like I said, I haven't really figured out anything that I would be comfortable with. Oh, it's 100% over optimized, curve fitted, whatever you want to call it. That's why, when I kind of spent a bunch of hours one weekend kind of looking at it. You change one little filter and it kind of blows up the entire test. So, that's just not something I'm confident in.
All right, I
Then
went
the other
in.
thing I mentioned is just how I would manage risk. I think for me, I would just have to position size to potentially take full loss and then be comfortable with, how long it took to get it out of that drawdown is the way that I would do it. I think, trying to use any kind of stop for me, I don't think wouldn't be good. Wouldn't be a good way to do it for me. Because I think I could see myself getting into that, well, it's moved so far, I hope it comes back kind of thing. And then you know, you're using a stop, so you theoretically think you can do bigger position size, then you end up taking a bigger loss. So, for me, I would be doing it almost like a bunch of woogas. But again, I still haven't really found anything that I'm comfortable with. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the trap that we can fall into with back testing is, you have a test and then you go through the trade log and you see, oh, there's these 2 days that had these big loss. Well, how could I have avoided those? So then you optimize it to avoid those. But is that, to me that I don't that doesn't really give me confidence. Django, there's no course, but if you go to my trade plan sheet, and I talked a little bit more about it in the December trade plan video. So in the trade plan channel, I've got the back test links to all the different kind of Wooga variations that I've traded and others have shared and and kind of all the criteria. So the way that I've been trading them is just if, let's say, okay, today's Wednesday, I would look on Wednesday and see what kind of criteria were what kind of criteria fit for today, and then I would choose to trade one or two or none. Haven't been trading any because the VIX has been, the VIX is, what is it? It's almost 22 right now. So the Wuga is really more of a lower VIX type trade. So if you look in the back test, you'll see one of the filters a lot of times is VIX has to be under 19 or under 21, or there's a couple different variations, but definitely tends to perform better in lower VIX. Chad, a little consolidation. What are you doing here? You going in?
Yeah, you were talking, so I didn't want to interrupt. I already went in. I went in like 3 minutes ago. I posted it in my channel.
Yep, I think I'm gonna go in as well.
Forty wide. 40 wide with about a 20-point expected move left.
All right, I just posted mine. I am 30 wide. Higher credit. I get filled at $7. I am on the 30s and 60s.
Yep, 30s, 70s currently up 7%. Needs to stay up.
Yeah, probability of touch is about double probability of expiring in the money. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I like the concept, and I may still do something, but it'd have to be on a day where I, just feel comfortable based on the price action and anything else going on that day, not necessarily just the back test, but using back tests as also a kind of a confirmation or filter, I guess, is how I would do it.
I was saddened to hear the news of Val Kilmer passing away this morning.
Oh,
Some of my
Iceman's?
favorite. Yeah. Doc Holliday.
Mm-hmm. I know did he have like throat cancer or something?
Yeah. Yeah, he was only 65. That's pretty young. Yeah, I love him in Tombstone.
Yeah, it's right there in the zero DTE trade plans. Is that a multi-tranche dataless? I can't see what it is. Looks like I was going to say it doesn't look like many occurrences, but I guess 128. But is that 128 trades, but only like not very many days? Just year to date, maybe? I can't read the dates. Oh yeah, just year to date. Right in the middle of yesterday's close and yesterday's high.
Yeah, I had mine skewed one call strike further out, so anticipating maybe a little more upside, but so continued down movement's going to hurt mine.
I don't like the idea of it taking another attempt at the unchanged. Man, if we get a strong close here, like above yesterday's high in Tesla, man, I kind of want to take some calls overnight, but I don't think I'm going to with this whole tariff thing on the board. I like that price action today, and then the catalyst of the whole leaving Doge announcement. I think Tesla might be finally ready to bounce back a little bit. All right, I'm up 9% on my Iron Condor. Just hold your head up, little buddy. Hold your head up. Meta's still trailing down. Microsoft kind of sideways. MSTR sideways. Amazon sideways. Everything's pretty sideways. Nvidia's kind of trending lower. Be back in 1 minute. Good action. Good action. Up about 13%. Chad, you should probably be close to hitting 20, aren't you?
Yeah, I got a profit target of 410. It's currently at 440.
Right in the middle. Just stay right here.
Yeah, I think let's see. That first one I got stopped out on my one today. 450 was my profit target, and it was at like 455, 460. Thought for sure it was going to hit, and then ended up being a full stop. It's tough to swallow when that happens.
You got hosed on that one. You got hosed on your meta.
Yeah, that meta too was bad. That was bad. Yeah, it might have been some curse words thrown out after that one.
Nothing wrong with cursing a good stock now and then.
I mean, me and you had the same profit target. You hit, I didn't. I even got in before you. Like I had a better fill.
And you put your profit target in before me?
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be in a queue. In
Yeah.
order.
I got filled at 960. I think you were like 970 or something. What time did you put yours in? I'm curious.
What strike was that?
590 call. I got filled at 8:57 a.m. for 960. And so I just put my profit target at 1060, roughly a buck.
All right, so here's a 1 minute chart of that. I
know I got filled before you.
I don't know what this purple line is doing on here. Okay, so what time was that?
Yeah, I don't know because I can't see. I didn't get filled, so
But what time did you get in?
I got in at 850. I got in at 850. Let's see, meta 857.
Okay.
960.
For 960.
I think you got in like a couple minutes after me.
Okay, yeah, right here. And then our profit target is at 1060.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it shows it hit 1063.
Yeah.
1064 actually.
Anybody that says I get all the good fills, they're just pulling your leg.
Yeah, I don't understand that. How?
Yeah, I don't either.
I mean, even
Like it flashed above it and then went back
I was
down.
going to say the wick got up there on this. So I don't know what's real.
Yeah, I don't understand. Hell, I don't understand it all sometimes. Well, I'm just curious. What was your fill time? Like, when did you get in?
When did I enter?
Yeah.
Or when did that profit
When did
target
you
hit?
enter? 8:57.
8:57. Yeah, and that 1060 hit at 9:04 and 9 seconds.
I got 8:57 and 13 seconds. Is when I got in. Just right before you, I guess.
Yeah, there's the 9:04 bar.
Oh, there we go. I just got out of 20%. My power hour trade. That helps. Yeah, I don't see that happen a lot where I miss a fill like that for some reason. But I was up significantly, and then I ended up, you know, with an $820 loss. So it was a significant reversal.
Yeah, it came down hot and heavy.
Yeah.
All right, SPX, calm down. Getting a little bouncy here. Back above yesterday's high. Top of the ninth, 2 outs. Pasquatch up. Got to get a hit here. Guy on second. Need to score one. It's 1-1 still.
They just said on the business channels I'm watching here that he was supposed to do that. He originally was supposed to do that during this hour. This, but he did it. He changed the time so that the market would be closed.
Oh, did he?
Well, that's what they just
That's
said on this
nice of him.
business channel. I don't know, but
Need a little bit more down move. I'm up 16%.
yeah, I was watching Royals. I was getting too frustrated.
Oh, they said he went. Tie ball game. SPX creeping back up now.
Yeah, see my power hour trade, I skewed it just so I could have a little more up room to the upside. So now it's sitting pretty. But it just got to stop.
You got stopped?
No, I mean it's got to stop going up.
Oh, they said you
So
got stopped.
it's got to stop. I mean, it was sitting pretty on this up move, but
I need a rejection at this where it got rejected last time right here.
yep.
This 58 level.
No rejection.
No rejection yet. Oh, Daniel Lynch is in the game. I can't believe he's still on our roster. To 61. Yeah, everything's bouncing. Tesla looks like it wants to break out. Big bounce in the Qs, Google, Amazon, MSTR, Nvidia, everything.
Yeah. Still got my 10 calls on from my first one. Maybe they'll come back to life.
Stopped.
We got a long ways to go, though. Currently it's $6, trading at $6. My stop's at 680. Oh, now
Calls are
back down to
worth
540.
calls are worth 20 cents.
Just like that, I went from $6 down to 430.
See if Tesla's going to break out here.
Yeah, S&P looks like it wants to go higher.
Goog trying to go green again. MSTR back in the green. Microsoft back in the green. Nvidia is trying to go green. Meta trying to go green.
Up to 630 now. Stop's still at 680. Down movers, theta decay.
Well, also supposed to get a TikTok announcement today.
About what?
Well, about them being divested or selling to a US company or getting banned. Amazon made a last ditch effort to make a bid to buy them. I saw App 11 is trying to bid to buy them. There's a post on the late morning on Financial Juice. Zuckerberg walks into the West Wing, a CNN reporter posts. So Zucks is in talk to buy him.
Come on, S&P. Command you to spit out a red bar next. Keep coming down. That's not down.
Gonna get another rip into the close. Thinking about
Kind of looking
buying
that
some
way.
Tesla calls here.
Kind of looking that way.
Buying some Tesla calls. Buying some 285s. Filled at 787. If we push back, to not below the previous bar, I'll give it more room than that. But in fact, if it pulls back a little bit, I may add some. But I think she wants to break out before the end of the day here.
Yep. Kind of looking that way. Gonna get stopped. I was close. It's probably inevitable. Yep. Right at it. 670. Stopped. 685.
Tesla new highs. Oh, and it got rejected. Oh boy.
Whoa.
That was nasty. What was that about?
I don't know. I bet it retraces though.
I mean, it just ticked through highs and then just flushed.
S&P stayed up.
Yeah, Nasdaq's still up. Everything stayed up. Tesla just, that was ugly. I don't like that. Let's see, it's got a couple minutes left on this bar. See where this thing closes. See if we get a quick dip by. What in the world?
Boy, it's really jumpy. Apple going up. S&P still going up.
Got a little less than 6 minutes till MOC. Man, that is an ugly reversal. Not what I was looking for.
Power hour trade was a $50 winner.
Oh, must said fake news in regards to Doge resigning scoop. That's what it is.
So
Just came
ridiculous,
across
though.
Financial Juice. Well, it's at my exit point, so I'm going to bail. I don't like that. Gave back a little of my day trading profits. Apparently, the big shoot up in Tesla wasn't because Musk was resigning from Doge, because that was fake news. So it went up $20 and it just came down $1. And it's bouncing back. Yeah. All right, I'm done for the day. That's thank goodness my day trading's been going well though.
Minus 3,300 for me on 2 trades today for TLC. That's my biggest loss since February 13th. And I would have been plus 2,000 more than that. It would have been a $1,300 loss if I just would have closed out those long calls.
If you would have closed them out when you got stopped.
No, I let them go for a little bit more. They were at $2, and I was considering getting out of at least half of them. But then I was just like, nah, let's just keep these. I'm fine with a, $3,500 loss or whatever. And then price started just coming down and down and down and down, and I never closed them. So,
I gotcha.
yeah, it happens.
A little over 2 minutes till MOC.
Just want people to understand about, there's always questions about the longs. So that's kind of what you look at. You look at what do you want to get what you can for them, or do you want to take the risk of leaving them on? If you take the risk of leaving them on, depending on how many contracts you have on, you could lose. Typically, if I would have played them like normal, I typically would have closed half. And if we get a 40-point rip up here at the end, they might come back to some value.
Amazon's pumping, Microsoft's pumping, MSTR. Nvidia is green now. Google going green. No chance of a Mahomes fly at this point. $75 butterfly is still under $1, 80 cents. They just had to do that little Musk post, right? Right as it ticked through highs of day.
Yeah, that timing was bad timing there.
All right, MOC incoming. $989 million buy side. Oh, the Royals scored 2-1 in the bottom of the 10th. Not a whole lot of MOC movement. $75 butterfly, it's staying cheap. And it's tied back up at 2-2. Everything just kind of paused here. No pullbacks, but no extensions either. So VXX is down 3% today, which has put my trade right at break even. A vol contraction after this little event will do that one some good. 75 butterfly still only trading around $1. Keeping them cheap into the bell. Oh, Microsoft, a little dip. Amazon, a little dip. Nvidia still pushing up. Tesla back up about where I got in. Too cheap right now, Moel. Well, maybe they're getting up there now. I'm going to pass. Man, those butterflies went from about $1.20 to $1.80 pretty quick. Like they're trading close to $2 now. Still have 3 minutes to go. Would have gotten filled on the 75 fly. I didn't do one. Two minutes. All right, let's see if my thesis on buying Tesla calls works out here. I'm not going to do it, but I think it's going to pump. Pump, 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 pump it up. Moel, you're on the 75 strike. I'm trading at 76. You got 1 minute. 1 minute to make a run to 80 or 70. Down to 72, 73. Below 72 would be a winner. Trying to get down there. You're at a scratch right now. 20 seconds. Five seconds. Ooh, nice little move down. Look at that. Moel for the full. Oh, and a little markup on the close. Almost a full win. 5670.8. 5670.8. That is a wrap. All right, all. Get your popcorn. It's Liberation Day. Let's see. As far as live stream goes, what is tomorrow? I got to put the April calendar out still. Tomorrow is the 3rd. So Chad will be streaming live at the market open for day trading, and we'll be back for Power Hour. Take care, all. Have a good night. Cheers.